So you and I both know you've been doing your homework for a while now. Moving, relocating to Wichita, surrounding area, all that good stuff. Let's be real, I'm not the only one. I know. There are other local realtors as well. You might be following, you might be listening to as well. But did they give you their story? Why they moved here? Why they're staying here? Probably not. So, I'm going to throw mine on you. We got four of my top reasons why we moved here. So do me a solid, stay till the end, and I'll throw a couple more at you why I've stayed. So we're getting after it right now. Like I said, throwing four big reasons at you. When we came back here, like I've stated before, I am a local, born and raised here for most of my life. We've been back since 1999. So, numero uno and the big kahuna, came back for family. Not big surprise there. We had lived in this little town, probably about 200 miles from St. Louis. Real small town. I mean, like 1,500 people, if that. And we ended up coming back here to Wichita. My grandmother on my mother's side was a diabetic, and her health was not so great. She had a family friend living with her, and they both were just in a real bad way. Health-wise, the family we had in town just wasn't, I guess you could say, qualified to help. So, long story short, we came back, and we've been back since 99. So, for quite some time now. I was, about 9? Yeah, 9, 10, about that time. So, like I said, came back for family. Family. But that's number one. Family. All right, do me a solid like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell so you're notified each and every time we kick these videos out each and every week. If you got a question, reach out. I can't read your mind. Call, text, email. Send the carrier pigeons. Do what you got to do to get the question answered. Helping people each and every day, and I love it. But I can't help you if you don't reach out. Plugs aside, we're getting after it now. So besides family, we come down to number 2, jobs. So back in this little small town, with a population that small, there's only going to be so many jobs to go around. How far are you willing to drive for work? How's the pay? In these super small towns, that pay is going to be most likely going to be a little lacking compared to a bigger city like Wichita. So this was another thing that my folks had to keep in mind. My dad doing being mechanically inclined, doing a lot of maintenance work, stuff like that. Mom doing nursing. So they both have their share of options here. Plenty of opportunities at the time, and even more so now than then. But that was another part of it. These small towns, opportunities are not so frequent, I would say. You don't have as many opportunities. It may be a little lacking. But, jobs, you gotta be able to work hard, to play hard, to keep the roof over your head, you know what I mean? So, nothing fancy about that. We need jobs. Number 3, with a bigger city, and let's be real, Wichita's a medium-sized city, comes more opportunity for not only my folks, but for me, for my siblings, my brother, my sister. That's education, employment later on. I mean, we were all pretty young, being the eldest, and like I said, I was 9 at the time. But just opportunity, schools, jobs, going into a larger city, larger schools, more diversity. It just seems crazy to think, coming from a place that small, and it's been so long, and having lived here so long, it's crazy to think so few people. And I do recall a conversation I had with my father not too long ago saying, there are even few people yet when he was a teenager. And I think he was saying in this town center had like 500 people, and then this other town, like, I don't know, 10, 20 miles away, probably less than that, Perry had about 600, and that's super small. So, it's just crazy to think. But yeah, opportunity with a bigger city, more things to do, but that's number 3. Number 4, at the end of the day, once everything was said and done, this was a place that we were born in. I was born here in Wichita. My sister was born here in Wichita. And, it was familiar to my folks. A familiar spot. My mom and dad helped provide for my grandma, helping her health-wise and whatnot for quite some time. But after she passed, not trying to get too personal, after she left, we'll just say after she left, this wasn't passing on, this isn't some crazy way of saying she died. She moved out of state. Well, she left, and, we could have followed suit, went back to our little small town in Missouri, but we didn't. We stayed. Why is that? This became familiar for us, the kids, and this has been familiar for our folks. So, the opportunities were there for jobs, better opportunities for jobs, for education. Those relationships, those friendships have been forged with, me and my friends, my siblings and their friends, parents and their friends, and what have you. It was all here. So, we could take that step back, but at the end of the day, that's truly what it would have been, was a step back. And listen, I'm not dogging on a small town. They're quaint, they're charming in their own way, but at the end of the day, you got to go where your opportunities are, So, it's number 4. I won't throw the bonus at you. Me, myself, I've been on my own since about 2015 now, a little bit. And the opportunities have been out there. Had opportunities to, Kansas City, Denver, some opportunities in other places, whether that's opportunities to join the military, other opportunities for jobs. But we stayed here, me and my wife. And why is that? Well, it kind of stems back. Family. Family's here, My folks, my siblings, they're all here. It's all familiar. It better be familiar by now. But it's a nice in between. A nice in between the smaller towns and the large cities. We're talking Denver. We're talking, Dallas, Fort Worth, and San Francisco, Los Angeles, whatnot. A nice in between. It's larger. There's there's a lot of stores. There's a lot of expansion coming in. We just got Top Golf, but you can pretty much get anywhere in like 20, 30 minutes. So it's not crazy. We do have our rush hour traffic and all that. That can get a little hairy, but it's nothing on a larger city. You're not having to worry about this traffic for hours. You're not having to worry about being stuck in traffic, usually for hours. So, like I said, it's nice. It's a nice in between. Being centrally located has its perks as well. Whether that's shipping stuff out, mailing stuff out, having stuff shipped here. If you want to take a road trip, perks there as well. One of the things I liked doing was just kind of taking a moment, jumping in the old car, roll the windows down, crank the tunes up. Let's go drive down this road. We're gonna go drive down this road. Not a whole lot of traffic. Just clear your head. It's kind of an alternative to the drinking and all that other stuff. So I don't know. These are some things I have enjoyed. Just little things. So just a little food for thought. But now you know a little more about me, and hopefully that will answer any questions you got. Like I've been saying, if you can do me a solid, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when we kick these videos out. Got a question? Reach out, call, text, email. Do what you got to do to reach out and get the help you need. I can't help you unless you reach out. Until the next one, guys. We'll see you later.